On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Microscope.
An instrument used to see objects or substances that are too small to be seen with the naked eye.
Examples:
Microscope slide. Electron microscope. I used an optical microscope to observe the small organisms in the water sample.
Revolution.
A large-scale attempt to overthrow the government of a country, often using violence or war.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. A political revolution. The revolution by the citizen resulted in a redistribution of wealth.
Rev.
A measure of the rate at which an engine or motor rotates, often expressed in revolutions per minute, RPM, verb, to increase the number of rotations per minute.
Examples:
Low rev engine. Rev up the crowd. He stepped on the gas pedal, and the engine released a loud rev.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Tremendous.
Very great in degree or extent or amount or impact, extremely good.
Examples:
Tremendous amount. Tremendous popularity. We had a tremendous time yesterday.
Contribution.
The act of giving something, especially money, to a particular cause or organization, a voluntary gift as of money or service or ideas made to some worthwhile cause.
Examples:
Make a positive contribution. Contribution to society. His contribution to the charity was a generous donation of money.
Introduction.
A preliminary explanation or remarks given before the start of a text, performance, or event. The act of bringing something new into existence or introducing something to a wider audience or new market.
Examples:
Introduction education. Self-introduction. The introduction to the new class was informative and engaging.
Optics.
The academic study of vision and light.
Examples:
Optics technology. Fiber optics. Einstein's new optics theory transformed traditional scientific notions about light.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Slightly.
In a small degree or extent, a little.
Examples:
Increase slightly. Slightly alkaline soils. He moved his body slightly to the left.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Subtle.
Not readily apparent or visible.
Examples:
Subtle changes. A subtle poison. The room was painted in a subtle pink hue.
Static.
Not moving or not capable of moving, not changing or not capable of changing.
Examples:
Static electricity. Static website. The static image on the screen took a lot of work to make out.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Magnify.
To make something look bigger than it really is, especially by looking at it through a lens. To make something bigger, stronger, or louder.
Examples:
Magnify the danger. Magnify the image for display. Terrorists often attempt to magnify the economic impact of their acts of destruction.
Visible.
Capable of being seen, or open to easy view.
Examples:
Visible stars. Visible by X-ray. My home is easily visible from the shore.
Pulse.
The regular heartbeat as it sends blood around the body, especially when it is felt at the wrist or side of the neck, a solid regular vibration of sound, electric current, light, or other waves.
Examples:
A weak pulse. Pulse waves. The cardiac monitor displays the intensity of your pulse.
Visualize.
To form a mental image or concept of something, to make something visible.
Examples:
Visualize data. Visualize flying through space. She tried to visualize the layout of the new house in her mind.
Recover.
To return to a former condition, health, mind, or strength.
Examples:
Recover a loss. Recover approval ratings. She is still recovering from a shot to her shoulder.
Patient.
A person who is receiving medical treatment, care, or attention from a healthcare professional, such as a doctor, nurse, or therapist, A personal quality or characteristic.
Examples:
Patient in the hospital. Patient with weight loss. The doctor carefully examined the patient's medical history.
Extract:
A short passage taken from a book, piece of music, etc., a substance obtained from something through a specific process. Verb, to obtain from something or to remove something by effort or force.
Examples:
A brief extract from the book. Botanical extract. Anesthetize the gum before extracting the teeth.
Neonatal:
Relating to the first few weeks after birth, pertaining to newborn infants.
Examples:
Neonatal care. Neonatal jaundice. The neonatal unit at the hospital specializes in caring for premature babies.
Accurate:
Correct and exact in all details.
Examples:
Provide accurate information. Accurate measurements. The official transcript contains accurate academic records.
Monitor:
To observe, check, and track the progress or quality of something over a period of time.
Examples:
Monitor an exam. Monitor the data carefully. They used a special receiver to monitor police radio channels.
Essentially:
Relating to the essential features or concepts of anything.
Examples:
Essentially correct. Become essentially same. Essentially, a society is an organism.
Clip:
A small metal or plastic device used for holding an object or objects together or in place, a short part of electronic media, either an audio clip or video clip.
Examples:
Tie clip. Short video clip. He fastened some sheets of paper with a clip.
Christ:
The man that Christians believe is the prophet and the Son of God, and whose life and sermons form the basis for Christianity.
Examples:
Teaching of Christ. Before Christ. Christmas is the day to celebrate the birth of Christ.
Bale:
A large bundle of goods such as cotton, hay, or paper. A bundle of goods used to weigh a product, especially wool, hay, etc.
Examples:
Square bale. Bale of cotton. The farmer stacked the hay bales in the barn to keep them dry.
Presumably:
Believed to be true or likely based on the available evidence, or supposed to be the case without definite proof.
Examples:
Presumably accurate. Presumably refuse the offer. The witness's testimony was presumably based on what he had seen and heard.
Makeup:
Colored substances used on someone's face to improve or change their appearance.
Examples:
Makeup artist. Take the makeup off her face. Her beauty resulted from a good night's sleep rather than makeup.
Analyze.
To think about in depth and evaluate to discover essential features or meaning.
Examples:
Analyze a chemical compound. Analyze your real motives. The teacher attempted to analyze the root cause of our mistake.
Pixel.
The smallest unit of an image that can be displayed or manipulated electronically, typically a point of light on a computer screen or in a digital image.
Examples:
Pixel density. Color pixels. The computer screen comprises thousands of tiny pixels that create the overall picture.
Crank.
A mechanical device that converts rotary motion into linear motion or vice versa, an eccentric or unpredictable person.
Examples:
Crank handle. Crank collar. The fishing reel had a crank that made it easy to reel in the catch.
Tricky.
Requiring care and skill because challenging to do or deal with.
Examples:
Tricky problem. A tricky recipe to follow. We have discussed the entirety of this tricky problem.
Separate.
To force, take, or pull apart, mark as different.
Examples:
Separate video into chapter. Separate cream from milk. We need to separate the aspect of his personality from the part of his competence when making an investment decision.
Technique.
A particular way or art of doing something that needs skill.
Examples:
A technique in martial arts. The technique applied to construction. Jockey's superior technique brought him victory.
Amplify.
To enhance something, particularly sound or brightness.
Examples:
Amplify a signal. Amplify the effect. You might need to amplify this point.
Enhance.
To increase or improve the quality, amount, or strength of someone or something.
Examples:
Enhance value. Enhance the flavor of the vanilla. The new strategy will enhance the profitability of our company.
Asleep.
In a state of sleep.
Examples:
Asleep at the wheel. Dead asleep. He lay down and fell asleep immediately.
Side by side.
Describing two or more things that are positioned next to each other, in close proximity, and typically in a parallel manner. Adverb, next to each other, with one thing positioned close to the other.
Examples:
side-by-side comparison, working side by side. The side-by-side comparison of the two products revealed significant differences in quality and features.
Comparison:
the consideration or examination of the similarities between two or more people or things.
Examples:
ease of comparison, comparison of foods on a caloric basis. I've included the two designs for a comparison.
Phenomenon:
something that exists and can be perceptible, especially one that is not fully understood.
Examples:
natural phenomenon, historical phenomenon. A rainbow is a natural phenomenon.
Vein:
a blood vessel that carries blood from various parts of the body back to the heart, a mineral deposit or layer of rock that is contained within another rock formation.
Examples:
spider vein, collapsed vein. The nurse inserted the needle into the vein in his arm to draw blood.
Artery:
one of the thick tubes in humans and most other animals that takes blood away from the heart to one or more parts of the body such as tissues, lungs, brain, etc.
Examples:
artery blockage, risk of coronary artery disease. Continuous consumption of fatty foods leads to the hardening of the artery.
Constantly:
all the time.
Examples:
a constantly innovative enterprise, a constantly varying mind. The mobile application industry is constantly changing.
Wobble:
to move or shake unsteadily from side to side or up and down.
Examples:
wobble a few steps, wobble chair. The table wobbled a little when I put my drink on it.
Facial:
of or relating to a person's face.
Examples:
facial nerve, facial expressions. Facial profiling is a new form of airport security.
Emotion:
a strong feeling such as love, anger, etc., deriving from one's situation, mood, or relationships with others.
Examples:
control my emotion, afraid to show emotion. Some emotions are common across cultures and backgrounds.
Mechanical:
operated by a machine, relating to or concerned with machinery or tools.
Examples:
a mechanical style of writing, the influence of mechanical action. A mechanical engineer is still in demand in many companies.
Movement:
a group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
a circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Vibration.
A continuous, quick, and slight shaking movement.
Examples:
protection against vibration. Sympathetic vibration. Vibration displaced part of the mechanism.
Engine.
A machine that converts thermal energy to mechanical work, something that has an important role used to achieve a purpose.
Examples:
a steam engine. An air-cooled engine. The policies he announces can be the engine of economic growth in the country.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples:
a civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Detect.
To find or recognize something, especially something difficult to see, hear, etc.
Examples:
detect a bad event. Detect smuggling across borders. The security camera has detected 4 intruders.
Diagnose.
To determine or distinguish the nature of a problem or an illness through a careful analysis.
Examples:
diagnose the problem. Diagnose with CT scans. This device is used to diagnose brain cancer and other tumors.
Machinery.
A group of large machines or the components of a machine that make it work, social institution functions or structure for doing something.
Examples:
heavy machinery. Inactive machinery. The machinery of audit formally issued a business improvement order.
Sway.
To move back and forth or side to side gently, often in response to external factors such as wind or water. To influence or persuade someone to do something. To control or dominate something.
Examples:
sway back and forth. Sway to the rhythm. The politician tried to sway public opinion in his favor, but his arguments fell flat.
React.
To take action in response to something.
Examples:
react at a high temperature. React against his way of thinking. How did he react to your idea?
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
a scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
experiment design, series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Collaborate.
To work with someone else to produce or achieve something.
Examples:
collaborate with the police, collaborate on a press release. She agreed to collaborate with him in creating new artwork.
Quantum.
The smallest amount or unit of something, especially electromagnetic energy.
Examples:
probabilistic quantum theory, laws of quantum mechanics. Big techs are now eager to develop quantum computers.
Upload.
To transfer digital data or files from a local computer or device to a remote server or network. The act of transferring such data or files.
Examples:
upload files, upload documents to the portal. I need to upload these pictures to my computer to edit them.
Belly.
The front part of the body below the chest, containing the stomach and bowels, the rounded or curved part of an object, such as a ship or aircraft.
Examples:
the belly of the ship. With an empty belly. She had a tattoo just above her belly button.
Pregnant.
Having a baby or young animal developing in the uterus.
Examples:
needs of pregnant women. A silence pregnant with suspense. She vacated the position when she got pregnant.
Creepy.
Causing an uneasy feeling of fear or unease.
Examples:
feel creepy. Creepy atmosphere. The old, abandoned house was creepy and gave me the chills.
Guinea.
A former British gold coin worth 21 shillings, or a unit of currency used in some West African countries. Guinea, a republic in Western Africa on the Atlantic.
Examples:
Guinea coins. Guinea pig. The cost of the antique vase is 3 guineas.
Apparently.
Based on what you have heard or read.
Examples:
apparently simple. Apparently unrelated. The police apparently believed this explanation was plausible.
Claim.
To assert that something is true, to demand or request something as one's own, to lay legal or moral right to something. Noun, a demand or assertion of a right or something that one believes to be true.
Examples:
claim responsibility. False claim. He wants to claim ownership of the abandoned property.
Rodent.
A small, gnawing mammal, such as a mouse, rat, or squirrel, that has sharp incisors and typically has a long, thin tail.
Examples:
rodent repellent, prevent rodent damage. He set up a trap to catch the rodent.
Creative.
Relating to or involving the use of skill and original and unusual ideas to create something.
Examples:
creative writing, barren of creative spirit. All the supervisor has to do is assign tasks that make his subordinates more creative.
Redefine.
To change the meaning or interpretation of something, to make people think about something in a new or different way.
Examples:
redefine customer experience, redefine our role. The video telephony application has redefined the way we work.
Visual.
Relating to seeing or sight.
Examples:
visual navigation, field of visual arts. The building makes a remarkable visual impact.
Demonstrate.
To display something or give an exhibition to an interested audience.
Examples:
demonstrate a difference, demonstrate mastery. How can you demonstrate that the Earth is a sphere?
Singe.
To burn something slightly or superficially, usually by mistake.
Examples:
singe off the hair over the flames, singe the edges of a fabric. I didn't realize the iron was still hot and singed my dress.
Humming.
Producing a continuous, low, vibrating sound like that of the bee.
Examples:
humming sound, hummingbird. The humming of the bees filled the air as she walked through the garden.
Ripple.
A small wave on the surface of a liquid, typically caused by an object falling into it or a slight wind.
Examples:
a ripple of laughter, ripple in the water. Many businesses felt the ripple effect of the economy's decline.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
involve a lot of paperwork, involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Resonance.
A deep, full, or reverberating sound or tone, a quality or feeling of a particular emotional or mental vibration or significance, a mutual or sympathetic connection or correspondence between two things.
Examples:
resonance frequency, harmonic resonance. The singer's voice filled the auditorium with beautiful resonance.
Frequency.
An ordered array of colors into which a light beam can be split.
Examples:
frequency band, high frequency. The oscillator hunts for the correct frequency.
Loudspeaker.
An electronic device that amplifies sound, typically used to address a large audience or to play music or other audio content in public areas.
Examples:
Wireless loudspeaker. Loudspeaker system. The teacher spoke through the loudspeaker so that every student could hear the announcement.
Vibrate.
To move or cause anything to move fast and in small increments from side to side.
Examples:
Vibrate at a regular frequency. Vibrate with anger. During the flight, the wings of the plane vibrate.
Resonate.
To be filled with a deep echoing sound.
Examples:
Deeply resonate with the consumers. Resonate in the same frequency. The sound resonates well in this theater.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples:
Crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Invert.
To turn something upside down, inside out, to reverse the position, order, or relationship of something.
Examples:
Invert a glass. Invert position. He decided to invert his investment portfolio, shifting from stocks to bonds.
Convert.
To turn something into a different form, to transform.
Examples:
Convert fat into energy. Convert base 10 to base 16. I want to convert my sadness into strength.
Microphone.
A device that converts sound into an electrical signal used for recording sounds or making the voice louder.
Examples:
Microphone cable. Built-in microphone. The interviewer asked him to speak into the microphone.
Chip.
A small fragment of something broken off from the whole, a long and thin piece of potato fried in oil or fat.
Examples:
A chip of wood. I don't care a chip. We can use this campaign as a bargaining chip in the negotiations.
Lamb.
A young sheep, the flesh of a young domestic sheep eaten as food.
Examples:
The meat of lamb. Sacrifice a lamb. His dog is as gentle as a lamb.
Micrometer.
A tool for measuring small distances or dimensions, typically accurate to within 1/1000th of a millimeter.
Examples:
Micrometer gauge. Vernier micrometer. The scientist used a digital micrometer to measure the exact thickness of the material.
Observe.
To watch or notice something carefully, often to gather information or insights, to take note of something or someone, to celebrate or commemorate a special event or occasion.
Examples:
Observe a tradition. Observe wildlife. It is important to observe safety procedures in the workplace to prevent accidents.
Bounce.
To cause to move up or away after hitting a surface, to spring back.
Examples:
Bounce across the floor. Bounce back from failure. They will bounce between various emotional states.
Fleece.
A soft, thick, and fluffy layer of fiber that forms the coat of a sheep or similar animal. Verb, to shear the wool from a sheep or similar woolly animal.
Examples:
Fleece material. Fluffy fleece. She wore a fleece jacket to stay warm in the chilly weather.
Phonograph.
An early sound reproducing machine that plays audio recordings, typically in the form of cylindrical or disc-shaped records, often referred to as an early version of the record player or gramophone.
Examples:
Antique phonograph. Portable phonograph. My grandparents used to listen to their favorite songs on the vinyl phonograph.
Device.
A piece of equipment, tool, or technology that serves a particular purpose or function, often mechanical or electronic.
Examples:
Electronic device. Tracking device. I always carry a backup device in case my phone runs out of battery.
Diaphragm.
A large, dome-shaped muscle located at the bottom of the chest cavity, essential for breathing and separating the chest and abdomen. A shallow, dome-shaped device with a flexible rim that is inserted into the vagina to cover the cervix and prevent sperm from reaching the uterus, serving as a method of birth control.
Examples:
Diaphragm birth control. Diaphragm activity. Individuals with a weak diaphragm may experience difficulty breathing during physical activity.
Needle.
A thin, pointed object typically used for sewing or medical purposes, a metal or plastic instrument used for administering injections or drawing blood.
Examples:
Needle prick. Sewing needle. The acupuncturist inserted needles into specific points on my body to alleviate my pain.
Engrave.
To carve, cut, or etch a design, message, or image onto a surface, often using a sharp tool or laser, to permanently record or mark something in a lasting manner.
Examples:
Engrave initials. Engrave metal. He wanted to engrave his wedding ring with their initials as a lasting symbol of their love.
Tinfoil.
Metal made into very thin sheets that is used mainly for wrapping something such as food.
Examples:
Tinfoil hat. A sheet of tinfoil. To make roast beef, you need to wrap it in tinfoil and roast the meat in the oven for several minutes.
Wrap.
To cover or enclose something entirely with paper, cloth, or other material.
Examples:
Wrap a fish in foil. Wrap up a meeting. Wrap the bandage tightly around the injured arm.
Cylinder.
A solid or hollow geometric figure with two round ends and long straight sides, or an object shaped like this.
Examples:
A 6-cylinder engine. A ventilation cylinder. The gas was trapped inside the cylinders under high pressure.
Demonstration.
A display or show, often of a particular skill or product, intended to convince or persuade others.
Examples:
Demonstration project. A campus demonstration. Thousands of people attended the protest demonstration against the proposed policy.
Replay.
Play something, such as a recording, a piece of music, or a game again.
Examples:
Replay the game. Replay in my mind. He pushed the button and replayed the video again.
Soundproof.
To make a room or other enclosed space impervious to sound by reducing the transmission of sound through its walls or floor and ceiling. Adjective, of a building, not allowing sound to pass through it.
Examples:
Soundproof room. Soundproof material. The walls of the recording studio were soundproofed to eliminate outside noise.
Surveillance.
The act of carefully monitoring a person suspected of a crime or a place where a crime may be committed or expected.
Examples:
He is kept under surveillance. Surveillance cameras. The novel contains a criticism of the surveillance society.
Collaboration.
The act or situation of working together to create or produce something.
Examples:
Collaboration between companies. Collaboration platform. The partnership program requires a mutual collaboration between both agencies.
Encourage.
To give someone support, confidence, or hope, to persuade someone to do or continue to do something by making it easier for them and making them believe it is a good thing to do.
Examples:
Encourage a sense of affinity. Encourage antisocial behavior. They encouraged customers with a premium for loyal patronage.